What's going on, everybody? Can you see me? Right here. Hope you're doing all right. There we go. There we go. How was everybody's weekend? You know, this is a show to cap off the weekend. I'm glad you're here. Okay. Let's see what we got. I think we were doing an écorché last time. Let's see. Wow, I didn't save any of it. That's awesome. I didn't save one single thing. That's crazy. Let's see what's in the light box. We are starting off with crashes. We are starting off with crashes. Can everybody hear me? Can you hear me talking? Music's too loud to hit me up, people. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Okay, so alrighty. We might just do something totally new now. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. What's up, Titan? What's up, Carbon? Let's see. What do we have? We got about 2 minutes. Alrighty. I'm right here. I'm right here, David. Right here, Zinky. Right here. Right there. I don't know what we should do. What should we do? What should we do? Let's look through. There was some good gop-gap stuff that just came out. Let me see. Let's look through our future sculpts, see what we can bring out. Work on an old piece or something. Do something like that. Let's see what I got in the old bank. But let's start this thing up. Ryan, appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. Let's get this show on the road. Wow! Welcome to the ZBHO Dojo. My name is Spicer. I welcome you all here. Before we get started with anything, let us begin by thanking the lords and gods of Shige and art, starting with the Lord Frank Frazetta. Thank you, Lord Frank Frazetta. Next, St. Paul of Gabori. Next, St. Joseph of Christ. And then Ryan, the King of Slian. And finally, Simon Lee, Spider of Zero. Thank you for your education, inspiration, and overall badassness. Today on the stream, everybody, I have no idea what I'm gonna do, but we're gonna do something. We're gonna be working on something. All right, we did have Ecorche Man, but for some reason I didn't even save it. So I don't know what we're gonna do today, but we're gonna do something. I thought I had it saved. I did not. I did not. But let's get over into the dojo. Wah! Welcome, Oblique. Nice to see you all as well. Let's see what we can work on. I got a Lobo piece we can work on. We can work on Lobo. I got some Lobo. Let's see. What do we got? What do we got that's unfinished? Let's see. What is unfinished? What is unfinished? Let's see. There's Lobo. Let's bring him out. They only spend a day on him? Yeah, I only spend a day on him, so he's pretty rough. Let's see. We got that pure ref file. Let's see. Let's see. This is the Lobo. All right, we got one for Lobo. We got one for Lobo. Let's see. Where am I? There I am. Bing, ding, 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 ding. Oh, there he is. So this is, where's y'all? You people really need to start signing your stuff. Making me angry. Alrighty. So we can work on this guy. Good. Y'all down? Y'all down with this? I'm asking you in the dojo. Let's see. First, let us hydrate. Demon Queen made it back. Appreciate you being here, sister. Vasquez, servicios de diseño y trámites vehiculares inbox. Quiero trabajar. Urge. Sweet. Bow, bow, down, 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 diggity, down. We're gonna turn it up. Alrighty. So we're gonna work on this guy. Haven't worked on this guy in a while. Long while. But we can definitely have fun doing this. Let's see, where was I on this guy? Guten Morgen to you as well. Demon Queen working on that homework. That's what I like to see. Ass kickery. Alrighty, let's see. What can we do? All these skulls on here. We're probably gonna have to actually place these individually because it just looks too scattered. Let's see. Let's work on this face a bit. See if we can make it a little bit less, a little bit more Lobo-ish. Do y'all want me to walk through facial anatomy? I can do that, you know, we can do that. Let's see, do I have local one? No, I don't. Okay, there we go. Alright, so. Just trying to refamiliarize myself with all of this. And I think this is by Jameo Pena. If I'm probably mistaken on that. But if we continue working on this past tonight, then I'll definitely find that out for you. All right, so we are accentuating the temple. We've got the temporal arch here. We've got our frontal bone, which is our which is our forehead. And let's see. Alrighty, there we go. A little bit sharper on there. And let's dig that in. We'll get the 2 or the 3 pads of the lip. We have 1 in the center, and then we have 2 on each side. All right, so we have 1 that's gonna pretty much be housed within the philtrum right here, and then the others right there. Let me turn this up a little bit. There we go. Is that better? Is that better? Alrighty. So, Joe, did anybody watch UFC last night? That headlining match was amazing. Absolutely amazing. It wouldn't seem to bring the heat more often. Like, I remember more female matches than the male ones. Like Joanna Jędrzejczyk versus Zhiling, or is he? Yeah, Zhiling. Man, that was fight of the year, fight of the century, man. But I broke out the old Xbox 360. Got me some Fight Night Champions on there. Get my ass kicked left and right, over and over and over again in that game. I'm like, oh, just press buttons. Press buttons faster. And that's not the way it works. But yeah, that's still like one of my favorite fighting games of all time. All time. Let's see. Alright, so we're gonna raise, or at least we're gonna level off the corners of his eyes so it's not sloping this way. That's fine. Alrighty, and just making sure this is all within the orbit. I don't want to start letting the this orbital fat go past the orbits. And you can see I'm bringing this down to the orbit itself here as well, and that way we can have a little bit more space of what's going on. And then let's see if we can find, I always thought Jason Momoa was pretty much, yeah, this dude's this dude is Lobo. I never understood why he became why they had him as whatchamacallit, as Aquaman. Although he did kick ass in it. He did kick ass, a lot of ass in that movie. Let's see. Where was it? Alright, reference. I mean, dude, look at that. That's Lobo. Alrighty, so let's see if we can get another one of him smiling or raging. Let's see. That one. This one. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. We got tools on here. So tools type. Oh, they don't have that anymore? What? We don't have that anymore? That sucks. Okay. Let's get one more, and then we will start. There we go. Alrighty. Let's grab all these. That. Go there. Control P, Control O. There we go. And let's see. Let's get that. Alright. ZBHO, Andy Neppet, what's up? I can see Momoa as Lobo. Yep. Hi from Mexico City. Fantastic. Coloapas. Bueno. I love that hashtag ZBHO Dojo in the chat. That's what I'm talking about. Alrighty, so the problem is that the forehead is starting to level off, starting to actually encroach on the forehead. So I'm actually gonna knock this back, knock a lot of this back, smooth it out. And that way we can have the brows a little bit more forward. An Aquaman. Yeah. I was gonna do one, but I don't know. Always feel like working on things, and then like, I'd rather work on my own stuff. But it's fine. There's so much great art out there to work on. So much cool concept art. Okay, so we are going to, his eyes look a little bit too, let's get this a little bit too wide open for me. And what I like to do is make sure that this is equal distance around the eye. We can go here into these eyes. Let's go local sim. Let's get these a little bit bigger. And let's mask this. And bring this over. Beep. There we go. I was just a little bit too small. Okay, so usually, so the things on the inside and the outside of your eyes, these where the tarsal plates come together right here, they're called canthal tendons, right? Because there's this little tendon that's pulling right here at the edge and pulling this, and it's attaching to your infraorbital furrow, right? So let me show you where the infraorbital furrow is. So you see that right there? Infraorbital furrow, okay? Right here, infraorbital furrow, right? Right here, not as prominent, but it's right there. Infraorbital furrow, right there. Okay, so we always got to make sure that we have that here, and so that's what this canthal tendon is pulling on right there. Okay, and then what was I gonna say? So what I want to do is kind of bring this together a little bit more, and I want to make sure that these eyes, you see how this canthal tendon is pretty much behind this one, our lateral canthal tendon. We actually want this a little bit more forward. So whenever we're looking at the eye going up the face, we should have about a 15-degree turn, right? Or degrees when we're looking up at it. So what we shouldn't have is we shouldn't have this all the way behind and this all the way forward. I see this a lot, and it gives it this weird look that you can't really fix, right? So just make sure that this canthal tendon, the medial canthal tendon, is a 15-degree slope at 10 to 15. Just make sure it's not straight across, because then you're going to have very flat eyes, and and it wraps around your eye, and it's also tilted a little bit as well. Okay, so just be aware of that. Okay. Let's see. Satha Saivam. Hi. Isn't Aquaman supposed to be blonde? Andy Neppin. I don't know. He's got blonde streaks. You know? Maverick Designs. What's going on? Welcome to the dojo. Welcome to the dojo. Alrighty. So, let's get this a little bit. Let's make so the button of your nose right here, you have two pieces of cartilage right here. So the tip of your nose right here, all this is going to be very hard surface, and then everything else is going to be, well, not everything else, but the wings of your nostrils will be very organic, right? So we're going to just kind of match his nose. Right. So one thing you want to be very careful about is underneath this alar cartilage right here. What you're looking for is you're looking for this little bit right there. What the heck was that? What the heck was that? Something happened. All right, but anyway, so that's what we are looking for right there. And then we're also looking to have the nostrils go back up into the nose, right? So they shouldn't just be stopping right there. It should be going back up into the nose. And this alar cartilage right here is going to go back up into the nose as well, giving you this right there. Okay. There, and then we can just dig that back. Dig that back. Poets! I've been using ZBrush all semester and still don't understand it. You're on your way, poets! You're on your way. Because you know what? Every master was a disaster. So just know that you're in the beginning and you're expected to fail and be confused and not know what's going on. But you got the ZBrush classrooms, which if I was starting out, I would immediately go to Z Classrooms and just go through every single thing. St. Joseph of Christ does a really, really good job of breaking it all down and allowing you to make an asset in this at the same time. So if you're completely confused, if you don't know what's going on, Z Classroom is the way to go, okay? Alrighty. So, so you can see here how we don't have equal distance around the eye. So that is going to cause you problems. Okay. Right there. And let's zoom in on this face right here. Alrighty. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, let's get our Form Soft Brush. If you haven't used a Form Soft Brush, it's pretty much the only one I sculpt with in terms of organics. It's a very nice brush to use. It's very so you got the standard brush, which is like very, very peaky. See that right there? And then you got the Form Soft Brush, which is much softer, right? It's not as sharp. So if you like that, then definitely use the Form Soft Brush. Been using it for years. I thought everybody knew about it, but I guess not. Ooh. Let's see. Let's go over here. You see this eye? It needs to conform to this cornea right here. So if you watch a video of an eye moving around, you'll see that the tarsal plate actually kind of conforms to that. So if we're looking over here to the left, then I definitely want this to be out a little bit more than it is everywhere else, right? And that's going to allow you to catch shadows and catch light. Because if your eyelid's just going into your eye without a lid or without a plane change, it's just going to look very amateur. It's going to look very, very fake, and it's not going to bring your face together the way that you want it to. How far do you go with Dynamesh in order to get clean mesh like this one? This is not Dynamesh. This is always low poly. Always low poly. This is how you get, whatchamacallit. This is how you're able to sculpt smoothly on all this stuff. Right? So let's talk about this. Let's look at, try to find a decent picture. I think this one's good. Let's écorcher this real quick. Selection, open source. Okay, so let's open up Photoshop and let's do an écorcher of this face real quick. At least what we can see, and then I can kind of show you what's going on with the facial expression. Let's see. Zoomed right there so fast it gave me a little flash. This is so cool. What will you render it in? Ruben M. Keyshot. And after that's set up, then I'm gonna take it over to Eevee or Cycles. Are you Andy Nepid? Are you saying you don't use Dynamesh? Yes. No. Gotcha. You don't even know what my answer is, but I answered it. I did. Yes, but no. I copy image. But generally, whenever I'm sculpting characters, I do not like using Dynamesh at all. Alrighty, so let's talk about what's happening. Okay, so we have the glabella. Ooh, whoa. Alright, so let's get a new layer. Let's get our cyberpunk pink. So right here, right there is the glabella. We're gonna have the nasal bone. You can see the change in color. Well, at least on my screen you can. So it's probably right about there. Bringing this down, bringing that down. And the nasal aperture will always be as wide as your nostrils, probably as they go back in, right? So there's the nasal aperture. We've got the middle. We've got the lateral cartilage right here coming down. Here's your infraorbital furrow. We're having our nasolabial fold right here, going around and coming back right there. Okay, and then we have, let's see, what's right there is going to be right there, right here. Bring this around, bring that around, and then there's the orbit. And then we have tarsal plate. We've got medial fat, lateral fat, and then we've got the roof fat here. We should have SUF fat right there. We've got the malar fat pad right here. We've got the mental eminence, probably right about there. Coming back. We've got the angle of, or length of jaw, angle of jaw, mandible. We've got the frontal bone right here. We've got the temporal arch right here. Boom. Let's see, it's gonna line up right there. And then bottom of the nasal aperture is gonna be the bottom of our malar right there. So basically our malar is right here. Right, so the front part of our skull right here. And then infraorbital furrow, tarsal plate, orbit. This is going to be the mental eminence. So it's going to go back. Temporal arch. And on each side of your mental eminence, it should roughly be diving down to your temporal arch here. Temporal arch, right? So that's kind of what's going on with this face. It's a little sloppy because I'm doing it real quick. But that's kind of how I see the face whenever I'm looking at it, right? In terms of breaking it down. Great job. Looks like you. Thank you, Luis Geico. Let's see. Seems where am I? Where am I? JJ Robart. Seems to me that Dynamesh is only really useful super early in the process when blocking out forms. Is that how you use it? I usually use it for hair. And that's about it. Just to block it out. If something's just super strange and there's no way for me to start off with a male base mesh or female base mesh, then I'll do that. But generally, I'll even push that. As long as it has 2 arms and 2 legs, I can pretty much make a human base mesh into anything. So, but anything that's mechanical, I'm actually gonna Z model that. I'm not gonna Dynamesh it and retopologize it. No way. No way am I doing any retopology at all. You can ask Azumi. Where's he? Ending up a groove. Great job. Looks like you. Think I read that. Yes, rock and roll. Jamie Grace or Gracie. Wow, you know your stuff when it comes to facial muscles. You're damn right. You go to xmdacademy.com right now, and I'll transfer my knowledge into your brain. You can get the on-demand, or you can get the mentorship, which we'll be signing up because this semester's full, I believe. Pretty sure it is. But next semester is going to start in 7 weeks, so if you want to get on that, just let me know. I will level you up. Ask Titan. Ask Titan if I'll level you up. All right? Ask Carbon. All right? Ask him, just being in the vicinity. In the ZBHO Dojo. Oh, y'all want to be in the ZBHO Dojo? Is that what you want to do? ZBHO Dojo? Alrighty. Invite people. Let's see, let's edit. We'll say 25 uses. Alright, so if y'all want to be a part of the ZBHO Dojo, we do welcome you if you are a hard worker. If you are a hard worker. Only if you're a hard worker are you allowed into the ZBHO Dojo. Join the Discord, be a part of the dojo, hone in your CG martial arts, right? Come on, join, click it. There's only 25, click it, click it. G in the house, recognizing those lethal hands. Alrighty, let's see where we're back on the face. Yes. Okay. So, alrighty. So right there, you see that little reap right there. So we're gonna fix that. Okay. Okay, let's see. You're welcome, Titan. You're welcome. All right, so what we are going to do is we are going to mask the orbit lightly, okay? Lightly. Let's actually do this on both sides. Right there. Let's invert the mask. And then let's fade it. Invert the mask, fade it. Okay, so that's what we gotta do here, right? We gotta bring that nasal labial fold right around, and then we gotta mix it with the malar fat and the roof fat, or the sous fat. Okay, so let's start with this, bring this over. And it does look like it's coming from the nose, but it's coming from the corner of the eye, right here. And we'll talk about what's happening with the nose in just a second. So there's the roof fat right there. Okay, let's fade this a little bit more. So I'm holding control and tapping. Let's do that, bring that a little bit more. There we go. Bring that over. So we've got the nasal labial fold coming over. Right there. Okay, so yeah, so this is the reason that we always go off of the knowledge that we have of anatomy, because we would, you see this drop right here, we would consider that the bottom of the nose, but you can see over here it's not the way it's happening, right? It's not the way it's happening. There's a drop water coming down his nose, about to drop off, that also is influencing his nose, right? And over here, the nasal labial fold looks like it's going up on top of the nose and then going the other way. And that's just not happening, right? It's not, it is not happening, okay? It's coming from the side, okay? And then we've got the nasalis right here, okay? But we have to sculpt it, separately. We can't have them be the same forms. Right, because it's very, very subtle, but it is there. Okay, so we've got the nasal bone. We're gonna bring that down a little bit. So here, let me show you. Right, so here is where I originally put the nasal bone. You should have 3 hits, right? You should have the glabella, the nasal bone, and then the septal cartilage and the alar cartilage, like kind of like taking it over. So it should be 1, 2, 3. Right, and then go around. So here the nasal bone is just a little bit too high, so I'm gonna kind of bring this up right about there, and then I want to have, I don't want this to just be one shape. I want it to be I want to have many, or not many planes, but 3 specific ones. One going down the center of the nose, and then the lateral cartilage, which is going to be another ledge, and then we're going to dive down, right? And subtle, 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 okay? So here, I got to bring that alar cartilage over, right there. And let's get this a little bit more here. Smooth there, and then let that kind of come around, because it's coming from his orbit right here and going around. So it's kind of what we are going to do right here, right there. Koloapas! I really think you do magic in ZBrush, master. Thank you. I appreciate you. It's very kind of you. But I am only a student of a master. So if you want to learn all this stuff, And that's the whole reason I have a Scott Eaton temple. I spent over $45 million building a Scott Eaton temple. Right? Which you'll see at the end of the stream, if you stick around. Ooh, that side's gonna need some work. That's fine. We'll get it separately. Alrighty, and let's bring that over. Kind of just tame it down a little bit so that the malar, and I don't want the malar to just, you know, suddenly have all these shapes. I want it to be very organic. Right, there's no bones under here influencing a lot of the form, so we want to make sure that the forms we have are very simple, very readable. Let's bring that down, emphasize that, dig that in, bring it over, and let's smooth that out. Well, not smooth it out, but mask it out. A little bit smaller. And make sure it's not eating the eye. Alrighty, let's bring this around. Alright. Better. Okay. So, let's see what else we can do. Let's go here. Yes. And let's get these teeth. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use move topological, and that's going to allow me to move one mesh at a time. So what I'm going to also do is I'm going to put on AccuCurve. So that way it gives me a little bit sharper of a finish. So, you know, it's the front teeth, that, and then the canines. Right there. And let's turn off AccuCurve and bring that forward, bring that forward. There we go. Have that. Let's see. Alrighty. Alright, let's work on this side of the face. Alright, so. Oops, wrong brush. You model a lot like Maddie Monster. Both amazing. Ruben M. Thank you very much. Money Man, Goldman, Sachs. Felicitations. Jamie Grace replying to Pixologic. Are the teeth on separate polygroups? Let's see. No. But good question. Very good question. Alrighty, so let's fix this side of the face because it kind of got lost with whatchamacallit, with posable symmetry. If y'all don't know, you can use posable symmetry. It's under transform, activate symmetry, use posable symmetry. I do believe it needs to be symmetrical topology though. So, and I think UVs help as well. Not super positive about that. But I do know it has to be symmetrical topology. Alrighty, so bring that, bring this over, and let's bring that over as well. The malar fat wrinkle going into the roof fat. Let's turn on transparency and let's make sure we have enough room for all this. Make sure that's there. Bring that down. Make sure that canthal tendon is attaching in the right spot. And we just want to make sure that this isn't too far off from the skull. Okay. Alrighty, so let's make sure. Yep, everything looks much better now. Alrighty. Bass solo. I should have been basses. Do 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 do. Let's see. Okay, so we pretty much got that. So now we can sculpt all this. Let's smooth that eye out a bit, and let's move it over just so we can kind of see that a little bit better. Alright, start playing bass. Every master was once a disaster. I used to play the guitar as much as I ZBrush, which was like what, 4 to 8 hours a day. I used to play the guitar. But I was like, but then I picked up ZBrush. I was like, yeah, forget that. I was like, I know I can do this and have fun and make money. Like, it's a shot put with music, especially with his. I was very, very antisocial at the time, so ZBrush was very easy to get into because I didn't really need an entire band or anything like that. I just needed myself. I always prefer relying on myself than relying on others, because at least that way, you know, I know more often than not I'm gonna finish it. And if I don't, then I just gotta keep working on me, you know? I don't have anyone else to blame but myself, and I love that option. I love not having an option of blaming anybody else but myself. Need a plan B, drawing, 3D modeling, and animation it is. Yep. Yep, for sure. And as long as you carry over that discipline that you had for, you know, playing music and being a great musician, it does translate into art, so yeah. Just making sure I have that lacrimal punctum before I dive down. I don't want it to be shapeless. Right here, lacrimal punctum, and then have it dive down. It's very subtle, but it is there. And you know, a lot of this is the major forms, and then to really make it sing is just those little details. Zinky Poo! I was a bass player for years after switching to CG. Alright, lots of bass players in here. Jamie Grace, love the air guitar. Thank you very much. Scorpion Core Universe, awesome Lobo. Thank you. Zinky Poo, weird how many people I know that do CG and play music. Yeah, it happens more often than not. Like, I was going to, until these playlists came out, I was just gonna make my own synthwave music. Because I was like, man, I can't use licensed stuff. I have to use, you know, all that. So I was like, I'll just make my own 12-track synth wave, and then got a keyboard, got my bass out, got my guitar out. And what kept me from it was that my Mac wouldn't start, because I used to roll hard on Logic all day, Logic and Cubase. I would record through Cubase, have it go through Logic, through a virtual line in, and yeah, it was when I was making music. I think I wrote like 3 or 4 albums. They're all like it's just weird stuff, like mostly instrumental, ambient music, and funk, like Spanish funk metal. I don't know how else to mention it, but lots of funk, lots of metal, lots of very, very long solos. Oh man, I was just like, hey, look what I can do, everybody, look what I can do. You're the poets. Art is art. Am I right? You're right. Jodi. Hi, sir. Do you have the video when you start this from Sphere? Thank you. No, I don't. We just came into this. It was pretty much here where it is now. I did not record that process. Jamie Grace. Yeah, my buddy, who is also a CGI artist as myself, plays music. I used to be good at the piano. I want to pick up on the guitar. Yeah, I pick it up every once in a while whenever I hear a song I really, really, really like. And then I'll learn it, and then I'll just put it back down. There we go. Okay, get that. I think we fix that a little bit. We can. Thing about sculpting is that you can't really stick in one spot, because you're gonna spend all this time working on the face, and then you're gonna have to build everything else, and then you're gonna go back to the face anyways, right? So I like to just go through a pass, the entire thing, and then come back. And that way, everything's a little bit more even. Ruben M. Don't know how much about Lobo, but he looks so cool. Thank you. Rich Pedro. I just got a Telecaster Ultra Uncoordinated Noob. Yeah, Telecasters were nice. Telecasters were nice. One of my favorite guitarists, the guitarist for the Police. He used to play a Telecaster all the time. It was great. Yeah, I learned so many Police songs. It was great. I learned the entire Red Hot Chili Peppers album, Blood Sugar Sex Magic. Learned all that album on the guitar, man. Oh, that was so funky and so fun. Sir Psycho Sexy. Oh. Poets, damn, Lobo is thick. Jamie Grace, we're nice, past tense. Yeah, well, I don't know now. I don't know. Honestly, I do not know. I just have my my guitar, and that's it. That's it. Alrighty, so let's get this in here. So this is this fold going into the canthal tendon, and then we've got this coming over, Got this coming over. This is just roof fat and bunching of skin. Right here. Bring this over. Let's see. All right, and you can see all these wrinkles are originating from the eye socket, right? They're all coming out here. There's very few on the actual corner of the eye. Most of it's coming over and around, right? Let's see. Oh yeah, Jamie Grace, I don't know yet. I haven't played one in so long, but yeah. If I could ever get a 1960s, 70s, hell, even 80s Telecaster, I'll take that any day. Tinder Dictator, Aeroplane, yeah. Thunderstorm Art, have no fear. The Leo is here. Poets, use a Wacom. Yes, I do. I use a, whatchamacallit, an Intuos 5. And I have a mouse pad over my Wacom so that I don't eat into that piece of plastic. So I just draw on my mouse pad. It gives me that sense of paper, right? It's got a little bit of friction to it, but it doesn't wear down your nib or scrape it down or anything like that. So yeah, I just draw directly on my mouse pad. And it's thin. I mean, it's a standard mouse pad. It's not super thick. It's the thinner ones. Well, yeah, I guess it's the thinner ones. Poets, damn, that's smart. Comics legend, it looks like Lobo. 'Cause it is. Let's see. Titan PA Con. Awesome Doc. Yeah. See, how many of y'all joined the dojo? Whoa. Nice. All right, everybody. First off, go into the dojo lobby if you're in there. Hang out with Carbon. He's a good guy. He's in there all by himself. All right, he's in there all by himself. Look at him. You are leaving them here by himself in the dojo lobby. All right. But later on tonight, after the stream, we are going to be playing Among Us. And we're going to be playing Who's Done It. So if you want to play, we're going to be playing after the stream tonight. And I invite everyone in the dojo to murder me and act like they didn't do it. Thunderstorm Art, best show on the internet, right here. Thank you. Increasing the packs a little bit more. And so this bicep, so this right here is bothering me a bit, so smooth it out. Why don't you use your own arms for reference? I know, but you know, people are just gonna get jealous and gonna be like, oh, guy's such a show off. Guy's such a show off. So I'll just spare everybody the gun show for now. But when you come to my stream, it's different. Tender dictator, an epic hero needs an epic thong. Thong, 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 thong. Let me see your thong. Oh, 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 oh. Thong, 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 thong. Say it again. Thong, 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 thong. Let me see it. Thong, 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 thong. Let's see, over right there. Let's split this a little bit better. A little bit more on that side. Make sure that medial head goes in there. And then this lateral head also going into there. We've got the, see the brachioradialis, the brachialis. And in here we need a little bit of love. That brachialis is just a little bit too lumpy on the medial side. Bring this over. Yeah, and then we can have a whole lot of fun with the new cloth brushes as well, whenever we get far enough to do such a thing. And let's just mock in this makeup. And spacebar, turn off the ad, turn on RGB. And let's see. Right here, coming over there. Coming over, down, around. Boom, 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 boom. Grab that color, kind of clean it up. And let's see. Alrighty, here, right there, coming back in. Have that go there and there. Just a quick mock in, nothing too permanent. A little bit too much. Let's go here. Oops. Okay, not bad, not bad. Alrighty, so let's see. Let's grab this solo. Make sure nothing else is there. Let's delete hidden. Let's reconstruct subdiv. What? Why are you not? Oh, because of that. Okay. Well, let us. Trying to think of the way to do best way to do the collar. Probably a separate piece. Probably the way we'll do it. All right, so you want to see Dynamesh? We'll do Dynamesh. Okay, make Polymesh 3D. Let's Dynamesh it. Let's get a big brush right here. So we're gonna make the skull right here. So let's flatten it right there. Let's smooth. Let's first make the skull shape, right? So something right there. Let's bring this mandible down right here. Malar eminence. Got the temporal arch right there. We've got, so let's turn on big face masking right there. Get this temporal arch in here. Get our frontal bone, Dynamesh. Let's get this orbital socket right here. It's highly stylized. Right there, dig that in, get that nasal bone out. Boom. There, let's get that. Let's sharpen it up a little bit, Dynamesh it. Right here, nasal aperture. Right there. Eyes. Brow. Smooth. And let's get this orbit right here. Right there. Smooth. Let's get our malar, which is going to be relegated to our nasal aperture, which is roughly right there. Boom, 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 boom. Smooth. Right there. So there's a malar eminence. Right here, there's the top of the zygomatic. Are you using a mouse or pen tablet? Pen tablet! Spicer! Have you seen the new Superman Man of Tomorrow animated cartoon? It has Lobo in it. See, Man of Tomorrow. That's not Red Sun. I haven't seen Man of Tomorrow yet. I need to. Is that on the DCU? I think I had some of my work in that fandom. I wasn't able to check it though. That DC fandom that they had, I think some of my art was in there. Should have paid attention to that. But oh well, now it's lost to history now, so we will see one day. Bring this down. Sometimes you just gotta get in it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta jump in and get ankles deep. Alrighty, so a little bit more of the frontal bone. Right there, Let's see. Matthias Nguyen, appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. Ooh, look at that egghead. Bring that back. And let's grab this. Press W, Alt click right around there. Reset orientation to some perspective. We got a little bit thinner. All right, there we go. Nick Shy, what program do you use? This looks hella cool. Oh yeah, this is Z. Oh man, I keep forgetting to do this, you peeps. I'm sorry, Kyle. I'm sorry, Kyle. I always forget. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let's see right there. All right, there we go. All right, now we're good. Now we're set up. We are using ZBrush 2021. Nick Shy. They have ZBrush Core Mini, which is free. You can get in, get your feet wet that way. And then they have ZBrush Core, which is a monthly service fee. And then you also have the full version. And that is, I'm not sure if they have perpetual licenses or yearly licenses now, but if you got in early, you're able to have that perpetual license. Alrighty, so let us end with the teeth actually. So I just use a clip curve just to kind of flatten that out. And let's get some teeth in here. So let's get this one, get that one, and then we'll get the canines. Ready? BMV, let's use AccuCurve, and let's grab this right here, redynamesh it. And we kind of want to level this off a bit, because your teeth actually come out. They come this way, right? They don't go straight up and down. So we want to make sure. There, let's turn off AccuCurve. It might give us a better result. Right. But we probably don't want to be thoroughly anatomically correct just for belt buckle. We gotta have some style. Let's see, right there. Boom, boom. Right there. Let's get this superciliary arches a little bit more prominent. And bring down this nasal aperture. Right there, monthly 6 Let's see, we're programming that Matthias Nguyen. It's never boring with you teaching. Thank you very much. Greg Lyons, monthly 6-month perpetual. Del Yon 00, they still have the perpetual as well as some other subscription plans. There you go. Hope to see you within the community soon, Nick Shy. Alright, so we are going to turn on just a standard brush because I kind of want a little bit more aggressive here. Right here, boom, just a little bit. Right there. And let's bring this there. Okay. And let's use our pinch brush. I hardly ever use this thing. I really should use it a whole lot more. It's highly effective. Alrighty, let's get this. And just be a little bit more definitive about the shapes that we're creating. Let's kick this up one more. Let's re-dynamesh that. And let's use our orbs crack. Right there. Let's get that. And let's have a little bit more angular of a gum line. Just kind of carry over that aggressive feeling of this character. I don't want to start adding a bunch of soft forms for something that is meant to be highly aggressive. I'm just evening out the teeth here. I'm gonna use a standard brush again. Smoothing that out. Smoothing that out. Alright, so we will get that set up, and then you just knock it down, brothers and sisters. Alright, so this is bothering me quite a lot. So we're just going to even this out. So what I want to do is bring this down right there. Right, because the malar eminence should line up with the bottom of the nasal aperture. Did this whole model start as a Z-sphere sculpt or from a sphere? Hell no! Hell no! No way I would ever do that. There's okay, look. All right, people, here, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, okay? You can do the whole thing from Dynamesh. I mean, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. But you most likely will never do that in production. Reason being is that most studios already have a base mesh that they want you to use so that the UVs and the topology are consistent across all assets. Okay? That being said, it is more important for you to finish work than it is to start from a sphere. Okay, so get a base mesh and start from there. A lot of information is already there, and you still have to make it look good. You know, the job is still on you to make this thing look good, because you can't just use a base mesh and call it a day, right? You still gotta be an artist about it. So I mean, unless you're just die hard, I need to start from a Z-sphere, I never understood that. I just want to get this thing done. I want to get it out the door, and I want others to see it. And not once until today has anyone asked if I start from a sphere. And when I tell them I don't, the quality speaks for itself, right? So don't be so hung up on, you know, like you're cheating or something if you don't start from a sphere or something like that. Because I see that a lot in the community. And it's more important to finish work, have it done, have it well lit, have it well, you know, composed, making sure everything's believable, making sure everything is everything is exciting and drawing an emotion is way more important than starting from a sphere. All right, let's see. Comics legend, will you be splitting the teeth into different subtools? No. If this is going to be teeth, it's all going to be the same subtool, and then I'll individually polygroup them if I need to, but most likely you can just use move topological. You don't really need polygroups for that. Alrighty, so let's get this, get that back, that there. Alrighty, so that's good enough for a sketch. And you can see I'm not very precious about a lot of things. If it's really bothering me, then I'll go back and I will resculpt it or do it or whatever. But right now, I just want everything sketched in. Like what's is the most important thing about this? The belt buckle? No. This is probably the last thing on everybody's importance list. So no reason to spend forever on it. You gotta pick your battles, people. I'd rather spend all the time on the face and the hands than I ever would on this little tiny skull. Let's make it a little bit thicker. Right there. Wow, that's really gonna pinch him pretty well. Better not bend over too much. Let's see. That's really gonna eat into. So you can see why I'm not spending all this time on the skull of this thing, right? Because we obviously gotta What is my dog all happy about? But yeah, you can see we still got a lot of stuff to fix on it. So we'll have to redesign it, but at least it's there. Let's see. Let's see. What do I want? What do I want? Let's see. Let's work on these things right here. Let's see. So roughly what I want to do. Let's grab a sphere. Let's see. Well, cylinder is a little bit more. Let's get this cylinder. See how many edges we have. I don't really want that many. I want this very simple. So on the horizontal divide, I'm just gonna, let's see, I'm going to bring this down right there. Get that. Actually, I don't. What? Come on. Let's go with 24 and then 1. There we go. Okay, so we can make polymesh 3D. Okay. What? Alrighty. Whatever. I'll just widen you back out. How about that? How about that? Alright, so make that W cogwheel taper, and we'll bring this down so it's a little bit more like a calf, right? And then we'll Dynamesh it. Wow, I say I never use Dynamesh and then I keep using it. Let's Dynamesh. What is this? Okay, so X smooth. Let's go down to 64. Redynamesh it. There we go. That's a little bit more manageable. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just kind of like mask all this out, and then we can easily transfer it over to the other mesh, right? So, boom. Let's go back up to 128. Boom. Let's move this, and then redynamesh. Okay. I don't know why it's giving me that result, but whatever. Why is it? B, reset all brushes. And it's gonna crack. Oh. Whew. I'm not sure why it's giving me this angled. That's super weird. But whatever, I'll work with it. Let's go across right there. Let's bring this. Why is it doing that? Why is it doing that? Look at this. It's like a, I don't know what that is. That's weird. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. Dynamesh extract. We're gonna go extract. We're just gonna go down to 0. We don't really want anything right now. Extract. Let's see, what did it give us? Okay, it did give us something. Okay, so now what we can do is we can go down to ZBrush. Let's go to 1. Let's ZBrush it. Let's see. Genesis Aces. There's something wrong with the finger. There's something wrong with the fingers of the left hand holding the scar. They are too long. Thank you, Arkin. Chris Laser, hello. Dosh Doctor, I joined late. Who's the concept artist again? Jameo Pena, I think. Genesis Aces, why does it sound like I'm listening to the voice of a Greek god? Saeed Farsi, how are you, Spicer? I am doing well, how are you? Alrighty, so we're gonna polish by features. That's gonna get rid of all those jaggeds. We are going to ZBrush it again. And we are going to polish by features, and we are going to ZBrush again. Salut from Brazil. Porra! Bird's eye view. Hi. Hello. How are you? All right. So let's bring this down. Maybe that's just too much. Let's go 0.25. There we go. Something a little easier. Okay. So, let's see. Let's give it a little bit sharper of an end. Right here. Let's see. It's going up and then down. Smooth. Let's see. We're going to have room for the knee. Smooth that, BMV, AccuCurve. Smooth it out. There we go. And let's go down again. 0.1. ZBrush it. Hopefully it gives us a little bit better. Why is it giving me all these jaggeds? Do I have an option in my Dynamesh? Or ZBrush adapt. Okay, I don't know what's going on with ZBrush, but it is acting super funky. Can we ZBrush this? And there we go, nice and clean. Finally, jeez. Okay, so let's BMB. Let's AccuCurve that. Let's turn transparency on so we can see it, and let's redo this. Alright, bring this down. Bring it up. Bring it back down. Why is it acting like this? Why are you doing that? There we go. Smooth. Bring it down. So weird. I don't know what's happening with ZBrush, but it is not working right. Why is this all flat? What the hell happened? Why is oh my god, what happened to this? Oh my god, what happened to this, people? There's no... Oh my god! What happened? Oh my gosh, it is just messed up, people. It is messed up. I have no idea what happened. Everything went flat. Every single thing on here went flat. Why? I don't think so. Because I'm going all the way back. I'm literally going all the way back in sculpting history, and it's still flat. Yeah. Let's see. No, I don't want to save changes. Alright, it's not flat. Alright, let's save this. Save this out. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna need an explanation for that one. I have no idea how that happened. Okay, so what do we have? We got some time. Let's see if we can try that again. Okay, so we have it saved out, so we should be fine. Initialize 0. Yeah, 32 is fine. Make polymesh 3D. All right, is everything flat now? Okay. Alrighty, so here, W taper. Let's see if this is what did it. Alright, is it tapered? Okay, that's not it. Alright, Dynamesh. No, everything's still fine. I don't know what it was. Let's see. Did you wait, so, oh my god, oh wow. Yeah, Control Z did not save us. It is a coin now though. Ziki. Dosh Doctor, somebody sat on it. Spirit Chuck Ungawa. Strange. Demon Queen, you best save Jesus. How to make an open mouth? You dig it in. Dig it in. Dig that mouth in. Be aggressive with it. Don't let up. All right, so right now, see, like everything in ZBrush. Everything in ZBrush was flattened. Like even my brush, everything was. No, but how to make an open mouth? I mean, it just depends. Like if the mouth is closed, then I'll just mask the jaw and then I'll open it, and then I'll just dig in. Yeah. Da-da, I have no idea, Christ Jesus. I have no idea. No idea what happened. But at least we caught a bug on air. I'm gonna have my agent call Pixologic's agents, and we'll get it sorted out. Alright, extract at 0. Extract, accept it. And then transparency, let us polish by features, which is just going to smooth everything out, especially the edges. And that way, whenever we use ZBrush, it will be a whole lot more forgiving because the edges are nice and smooth. And then we can start going by halvesies. But while we're doing that, we can kind of shape this to something a little bit more what we're aiming for. Just gonna be a little bit sharper on the edges. So I'm gonna use pinch again. Right there. We're gonna use pinch here. And then we're gonna ZBrush it. And bring this down. And now we're gonna half it. So we're gonna go geometry. We're gonna go by half. We're gonna ZBrush it. We're going to ZBrush it. Nope. Let's bring this down a little bit more. So ZBrush is like, oh, okay, you want me to pay attention to that. Let's go a little bit more. Let's go. It's just too much. Too much. Delete hidden. Polish by features. Ooh, that's getting rid of that. Polish by features. There we go. And yeah, and that's the reason that I like using topology brush way more. Alrighty, so we're gonna press BTO and we are just going to start tracing this thing, and we're gonna get a much better result. Okay, boom. Bring this down and over. And oh, okay. And let's go down the center. Oop, okay, and then we'll just carry it over, carry it over. See, look at that clean geometry. Look at that clean geometry. Alrighty, let's get one more, just so we can kind of maintain that. And then that's really all I'm concerned with. After that, I can just start adding in edge loops. So we can split mask points, and then we can come in here and start adding edge loops. And it'll be a whole lot more. Let's just get one right down the center. I think that'd be good enough. Okay. We're going to uncrease all, because there's a crease right down the center. Let's get this. Let's Q. I like using extrude more than Q mesh, and we'll go with polygroup all. Bring that out. And then I like using group by normals, and so that'll give you, it'll group the sides for you, and then you can use crease polygroup, and then you'll have something like that, right? So what we can do now is we can go back to our bro, and we can start appending this. So let's go here. Let's insert this first piece. Let's see what it looks like. Oops. Boom. Boom. Let's turn off transparency. Let's use. What are you doing? Why are you doing this? Why are you going slow now? Alright, so let's get this. Let's see. Saeed Farsi Spicer. Which do you think has better quality for hard surfaces, Z-Muller or H-Polish? Z-Muller all the way. Vanity Additive. I just downloaded ZBrush and now I feel like I'm back to Maya. Whoa, guy. Art Center or No Man's? I'm not sure. Whichever one is more based on freedom. Nostalgic. Please tell how long it takes to do some finished sketch. Well, if I'm feeling it, if I'm like feeling it, a day or two. My pleasure. My pleasure. Let's see. Alrighty. So. Oink. 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 Okay. So that needs to be taller. Deeper. Bring that down. There. Let's angle this a little bit more to go along with the calf. And it's gonna be much larger. Wider, somewhere around there. And then I'm pressing Control and Shift and bringing this down, making it 20% smaller. And we might need to make this much wider. And then that wider. Let's see, is this legal music? Is this legal music? No, it's not. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Okay, let's see. Boom. Don't like it. Better. Whoa, guy. Hi, I am a productive interactive designer. Do I need to be a back end nowadays since everyone works online? I'm not sure. I don't, I'm just a sculptor. Alrighty, gonna bring this down. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 until it gets down. So we are super short. So that's going to be below the knee and the calf, right about there. And this bigger. Looks really, really weird. Really, really, really weird. Alrighty, so let's bring this forward. Bring this back. Boom. Okay, a little bit taller. Bring it over. Not really liking it, but you can make a little bit, not as deep, that was way too far back. So I'm gonna hold Control and Shift, just grab a piece of this, and then Control Shift A. Put that right there, make it a little bit, not as wide. And bring that in, let's see, boom. Something around there. Is there an extra piece in there or something? Oh yeah, there is. Okay. So we'll grab this, invert it, delete hidden. Alrighty, and let's get this piece. Mask it. Invert it. Oh, wait. Bring it. Yep. There we go. Bring this in. Let's start changing this up. Make this one a little bit shorter. And that one a little bit shorter as well. Yeah, it does, but I can't have this huge freaking calf. I mean, look how, that's ridiculous. Like, there's got to be, I mean, this is just a personal piece. It's not really, I mean, if a client was like, I want it literally like the image, then I would do it, and it would look stupid. Okay? They have this huge freaking calf that's bigger than anything else on his body. So we're just taming it down a bit, because you can only be restricted to 2D art just so much. I mean, you can't live and die by every single shape and every single form. Yeah, I'm not interested in having a huge clown foot right here. But yeah. Oh yeah, it's I think it's elves. I'm not sure if it's pixies, but I think it's elves. Because let me show you the old Lobo that I did. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see where it is. It's probably in personal work somewhere. Let's see, comic book sculpts. Lobo. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Where did I put it? Let's see, is this it? Yeah, there we go. So this is the old Lobo that I did. It was after, whatchamacallit, Breaking Bad, so I wanted him to be bald. But yeah, he's got elf ears here. Yeah, that's what I used to have. But yeah, I just gave him this bald look. But yeah. But yeah, I just want to do something else with Lobo and all this good stuff. But yeah, that's what I did. Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's okay. There's lots of stuff wrong with this. Lots of stuff, like how short that arm is, how big this is. Lots and lots and lots of things wrong with it. But yeah, maybe I should relight this. Actually, I should relight this. Let's go relight this real quick. Let's go render key shot. Send this over to key shot. Let's see. Yeah, we got a few minutes. So it's probably really going to slow down the computer. So if we drop some frames, you know why. It's your fault. It's your fault. But let me save this Lobo, because I never ever save things for some reason. Let's go back. So, first thing we need to do is probably need to grab this guy, make him way bigger because he's super small. All right, so you just click the ZBrush, press Control D, and then go to scale, and then oh no, now we're doing what ZBrush did. And let's increase this much further. And let's have him on top. Alrighty. Okay. Alrighty. Whoa. Okay. So we got that. Alrighty. So now what we need to do, usually what I do is I just put a plastic material on everything because most likely that's what people are going to get whenever they get this toy in, right? It's just going to be plastic. So there's really no reason to be super fancy about it because this is exactly what they're going to get, okay? So under environment, I'm going to go to HDRI editor. I'm going to turn this brightness down because I don't want it! And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here in my geometry view and I'm going to press Control 3. That is going to create a disk within which we will assign a light. And I'm gonna give you a little quick little lighting. All right, a little quick little lighting tutorial. I really give y'all just way too much. I really do. I give y'all way too much. I've only seen one hashtag ZBHO Dojo in the chat. And I just give and 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 give. And there's no hashtag ZBHO Dojo in the chat. It's just really peculiar. Alright, so I'm going to assign that. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Material. And we're going to double click that spotlight. We're going to change this to what? Okay, so right now it's pretty much directly over him. And what I want to do is I kind of want to use his face as my, as where I am, whatchamacallit. We're going to use this goatee and we're going to press OK. So now it's rotating from the goatee. And what I'm looking for is I'm looking for that Rembrandt lighting. Right, so we need to go to lighting and we need to go to product. This is gonna give us a little bit better result. Alright, so what we're gonna do is bring it over here. what I want to do is I really want to get that Rembrandt lighting. So I'm going to move that over. And actually we're going to go on the other side because we're going to be looking at it from So what we need to do is kind of bring it out a little bit so it's not so harsh. And so that little triangle right here is kind of what I am going for. So we're gonna go with the goatee again. Press OK. So we have like, you know, paramount lighting, which is pretty much directly 45 degrees from the head. We are going to go to the material. We're going to turn down this wattage because it's just too bright. Something like that. Right. So boom. Let's kick this lighting up. Alrighty. So after that, we can go to environment, and now we can add these. I don't particularly like the spherical ones. I like the square ones because it gives you a better direction in terms of your rim light. And usually I have it around like 1 to 2. It's just personal preference. I like starting on the right side. Kick this brightness up to about 25, and then there we go. All right, and so bring it, and we're just trying to get some form out of this, right? Just trying to bring things out from the darkness. Right. And we're gonna zoom out right here. Right. That, bring it over. Something like that. We can make it even a bit thinner. Let's go to 1. There we go, because I don't want it too overpowering, right? I'm just trying to bring some of these out. So you can right click it and then you can duplicate it and then you can bring it over to the other side, right? And then we can kick down the Y because we don't really need it doing all of that. Okay. Let's kick down the Y a bit more. And right there, let's kick up the brightness. There we go. Let's go to environment. Let's go to settings. Turn off ground shadows. We can go to background and we can choose a different color, something a little bit more ZBrushy. Right, something like that. Press OK. And let's see. And let's go with a more portrait version. Well, actually, let's just go with Instagram 2000 by 2000. Yep, but that's how to easily light stuff. That's how to easily light stuff. Let's see. I'm gonna turn it this way. Something like that. So now we kind of got, you know, the basics right here. What we can do, we can go to metal. We can choose textured. What, steel textured? Yeah, boom. Ooh. So we got right click, unlink material. Right click, unlink material. And then boom. No. So what is redo? What is redo? Redo. Yep, something like that. Let's go to the steel. And let's kick up the roughness so it's not so bright or so shiny, you know what I mean? So it's not taking up, because we want all the attention right here, right? There's something wrong with his mouth. Looks like he's a rat. Oh, well. Okay, and then let's go to scene. Let's go to his eyes. Where are his eyes? Fibers, forearm, eyebrows, eyes. There we go. And let's go to light, emissive, and we will unlink this. Boom, material, unlink. And we will use emission warm. We're probably gonna have to get up in there because I gotta hold Alt. There we go. So Alt. There we go. Alrighty, and let's go back. Okay, but yeah, he just looks super short. His proportions look totally out of whack. Not a big fan of this one now. It was some of my best work back then, but not really excited about it now. But yeah, that's what I would do. That's what I would do. Alrighty, everybody. Let us give thanks to the Lord Scott Eaton. Well, we had no idea what we were going to do on the stream today, but we busted something out real quick. Can we stop this? Thank you. Thank you, Scott Eaton. I hope you had a good time on the channel. We will be back next week. Most likely we'll be working on this Lobo or something different, something, who knows. Hopefully by then I'll have something that I really, really want to finish and work on. And maybe we could use it as something that we use, you know, from beginning to end. You know, we can do something like that, okay? But until then, just keep studying. Keep kicking ass. Keep taking names. Don't forget to save! And remember, we may be many people, but we are all one. One.